There's a gravity to what I reach for when I get ready for the day. These are the tools I've curated, thoughtfully held, not out of habit, but because they've earned a place in my everyday carry. Instead of absentmindedly grabbing my phone and the keys, I've chosen these 5 tools to be functional, to be inspiring, and to serve as anchors throughout my day. First things first, I know exactly where these tools are because I go through the habit of putting them back exactly in the same spot day in and day out. And I tend to approach the order in the exact same way of how I put them in my everyday carry. The analog watch isn't a watch that buzzes, vibrates, or disrupts my day. When I check the time, I want only that time. No alerts, no distractions, just a quiet reminder that the moment I'm in is passing. A good analog timepiece invites me to reflect on that passage and make every minute count. Writing instruments. Every professional chef has a knife, if not more, and each knife serves a specific purpose. But the point is, the knife is catered to them. It is sharp and it gets the job done, both in my work and in my personal life. My creativity, my flow is all done through pen and paper. I reach for pens that bring clarity, precision, and flow. Fountain pens are my preference. They slow me down just enough to think clearly. These are the ones I reach for most often. My Pilot Vanishing Point, the Kaweco Brass Sport, and the ballpoint. I have a few others in rotation, and each serves a purpose, from creative explorations to deep reflections, to being functional in my day job. The notebook is a vessel. It's a repository for creative expression, for deep reflection, for organizing thoughts, for planning your days and your life, for bringing it all together in one canvas. These notebooks aren't just made of good paper, they're small refuges. They're where I sketch out ideas, track habits, process thoughts, and sometimes just breathe. A few of my favorites. I keep a traveler's notebook for on-the-go journaling. A Galen leather portfolio with a dock grid notebook for work meetings. And a Lochby mini field journal for all the in-between. The pocket knife. I would love to imagine myself deep in the bush with a trusty knife. The reality is far from that. Most of my time is spent in urban environments, but nonetheless, a pocket knife is crucial. From cutting fruit for my kids, to bandages, to whittling wood, to attacking Amazon packages with a plume. A good, lightweight pocket knife is one of those tools that just feels right in the hand. And when I carry it, I'm always glad I did. The bags. These are the containers that carry the items that don't fit in my pocket, that carry my analog world. For heavier or longer days, I used the Fjällräven 20, a small lightweight backpack that fits just enough and not much more. For work, the Millican briefcase, structured, organized, and presenting the best professional self that I can bring. And for on-the-go, light, flexible days, this Mark 7 Indiana Jones replica satchel. It fits the essentials and reminds me that I'm exploring and adventuring. These tools aren't just things I use, they're companions. They enable me, they make me feel more capable, more focused, and somehow more in tune with myself. And when I get lost throughout the day, each of these items serve a purpose in bringing me back. In a world that asks us to be faster, louder, and always on, I keep choosing slow. I keep choosing analog items. The tactile sensation of using these items is what brings me into the present moment, and that is how I move throughout my day. In the evenings, I put them back all in place, exactly where I got them from. A ritual that's required so that tomorrow I'll be reaching for them again.